I had recently made an account on Reddit because of sheer boredom from the three platforms that I was previously hooked on: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I discovered Reddit through other friends who also used the app. Since then, I was hooked on thousands of subreddits and threads. Through Reddit, I discovered many creepypasta subreddits. I would read them all night non-stop. Something about ghosts and other weird things enchanted me. One night, while scrolling through the creepypastas, the usual, I stumbled upon something that I will never forget. It was a creepypasta, but this particular pasta stood out from others. It had my name on the title. It wasn't just my first name. My full name was written in the caption of the pasta. The autobiography of Michael Matthew Cortez, a creepypasta. At first, I laughed at it. Told myself what are the odds that my name, my full name even, was the title of a creepypasta. I had also observed that it was pretty popular. I decided to read it, and what it contained left my entire body shaking. It starts with a quick description of a child's birth. He described it so vividly that it seemed like he was there. Then he told the first few years of the child in one paragraph. It was brief, but still, there had been some details that imply that he was there when it happened. When I reached the part where the child celebrates his 12th birthday, things went bizarre. The author described the day so detailed that he might as well be the birthday boy. He said that it was a bad day for the birthday boy, Matthew. At one point in the party, Matthew slipped and came plummeting towards the nearby pond. He was grumpy all day and didn't have the spirit to continue the party. I recalled my 12th birthday, and from what I can remember, the same thing happened to me on that birthday. I thought of it as one amazing coincidence, but I was also hesitant to read the entire pasta from start to finish. Something about it made me uneasy. I decided that I was just freaked from work. The pasta was probably about a fictional person. Maybe even the author himself was Matthew. Who knows? I kept reading. He went on to describe Matthew's friends. A tall, handsome guy named Robbie, a cute redhead girl named Martha, a small Hispanic dude with slick back hair named Marcus, and a man named Michael who lived down the street. It was another similarity, but now it had names. Names of people that I personally knew. I knew both Robbie and Marcus, and Martha was my girlfriend and childhood friend. Michael was the one I did not recognize. That's it. This creepypasta is creeping me out. No pun intended. I read the name of the author. r/Matthew was here. I stopped reading, closed Reddit, and called Marcus. Since he was living next door when I was a kid, I asked him if he knew a guy named Michael who lived down the street in my old house. He asked me what I was talking about. I didn't want to tell him that some lunatic posted what seems to be my childhood on a subreddit about creepypastas. He eventually told me that no one lived there, and it was a condemned building even before we had settled there. Odd. Then who is this Michael guy? More importantly, why does he know so much about what seems to be my life? I eventually forgot about it and went to bed. The next day, I remembered the pasta and decided to look it up. It was gone. I didn't bother to find it, and I didn't seem to care. So I went on with my everyday routine. About 11 a.m., I had a message from an anonymous number. The text message contained the entire creepypasta that I read last night, and a note at the end. Saw you looking for this a while ago. You're welcome. I couldn't believe it. The author, or someone who may have seen the pasta, knows me. Maybe he was one of my friends pranking me. Marcus, maybe. He liked playing pranks on me, but Marcus's number was saved on my phone, and his number wasn't like the number that sent me the pasta. I tried calling it, but to no avail. When I got home, I quickly read the pasta. I picked up from where I left off, from where the author was describing Matthew's friends. My friends. He loved all his friends, but Michael. He did not know Michael. Not yet, anyway. This sent shivers up my spine. I came from a small town and spent my entire childhood there. I knew everyone by name and address. That's why I was confused and terrified when the author said that I had known someone named Michael. The more I read, the creepier it got. He described events in my life too vividly. He also wrote that someone was always watching me all the time. All my birthdays, achievements, and events were described in a detailed manner. And when he wrote about things only I knew, he knew all my secrets, my deepest, darkest secrets. He even described my nightmares. I wasn't a very open person, so reading personal information about me scared me. This lunatic knew everything about me. He knew me better than my mother, my father, or anyone who has been a part of my life. I continued reading until I reached the end. I wished I had stopped. I hate myself for not stopping. What I read just pulled my jaw down. This is the ending of my own creepypasta. The ending to the autobiography of Michael Matthew Cortez. The last paragraph starts with me in front of my house. I was holding a butcher knife. I rang the doorbell before opening the door of my house. Odd, why would I do that? I proceeded to climb the stairs. Holding the knife, I opened the door to my room. When the door was open, I plunged the butcher knife into the head of the skinwalker in front of me. I smiled as the shapeshifter wailed in pain and eventually died. The story ends there. As if on cue, the doorbell rang, and I heard footsteps on the stairs. Before I could react, the butcher knife was already on my head. The last thing I saw was that damn wicked smile. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed today's narration. I want to give a huge thanks to last month's $5 and up patrons: Starless, Tara, William L, Linda H, Christopher B, Hunter D, Letty M, Ronnie K, Lake S, Meg C, Tim D28, Mr. Creeps, and all of the $2 and up patrons on screen as well. All of your support makes these narrations possible, and I appreciate it a ton. If you'd like to join these lovely ghouls, I'd appreciate it if you check out my Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you'll get an exclusive narration that will never, ever be uploaded to my channel. Usually, one a bit too extreme for YouTube. So that's at least one extra video every month for just $1, if not more. For $2 a month, you'll get thanked in the end scroll of every video, and for just $5 a month, I'll shout you out at the end of every video personally. You also get exclusive Discord roles for those perks as well. If you'd like to chat with me for a bit, you can join me on a monthly live stream for just $10 a month and get a signed merch sticker for $25 a month. And if you're in the market for some horrifying shirts and hoodies, you can head on over to my Teespring store in the description as well. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at SecondClancy. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Have a good night, everybody. Cheers.